coming today, and we are gathered to enjoy a quiet experience in nature with art. And this is a painting that I have done, and it's called The Ask. And as John said, my name is Carol Knowlton Doherty, and please just call me Carol. Well, I think the first question, especially given the weather today, and the fact that most people here knew this was an art and nature tour, just with inside yourself, think about this question. Ask yourself this question. What brings you here? What brings you?
Curiosity.
Okay.
A new experience.
Something to learn.
Thank you. Well, nature is the grand example of what we value in art. Beauty, balance, harmony. And I invite you to step out of our noisy, busy world, to step out of our noisy, busy lives, to step out of our linear thinking, goal-directed, which serves us so well in the grocery store and while we're driving. But today I'd like to ask you to turn a friendly face to reflective thinking, which is open, unstructured, and explorative. So we'll begin to breathe in this beautiful space and breathe in nature and be alive right here, that beautiful sound of the drops coming down. So I'm going to invite you just to sit as comfortably as you can, snuggle into your clothes really well, get your most comfy position, and we're going to just breathe together. And you may find that a straight back, shoulders, neck, and head in alignment is good. Feet very flat on the ground, shoulders relaxed, that's good. And we'll just drop our gaze down, like on an angle. Find just a neutral spot to gaze at. Or you can close your eyes if you wish. Relax your jaw. Your tongue might be touching the roof of your mouth. We're going to just gently begin to breathe. Our hands are resting in our lap. Breathing gently. Inhaling and exhaling. Our attitude is open and welcoming, and we're letting our body relax. Gently following the movement of your breath. And if you lose track, no worries, just bring your attention back to following your breath. Gently following the breath. And slowly and gently letting go of this observation of the breath. Begin to bring some movement into your fingers and your hands, your toes, maybe shrug your shoulders a little bit. And begin to bring your attention back to our surroundings and to our group. All right, just with your fingers, make a little circle to be a viewfinder and find a color. Find a color through your circle. Find another color. And another color. And now find a single object, a natural object. And observe the texture if you can. And then move your circle to find another texture. See if you can find a pattern. And now find a single object and look at the airspace around it. Find two objects in your circle and observe the airspace between them. And without moving your circle, observe what's close to you and what's further away. All right, now we can relax our circles now. Great. So let's come back to our comfy position and get our hands just resting on our lap, feet flat on the ground. This is an important thing actually, because we're going to start to feel the earth below our feet. And you have an extra challenge today because you've got to feel right through that concrete. But we know where the earth is and we can get in contact. So begin to just, again, cast your gaze down. Maybe close your eyes, relax your shoulders, slow your breathing, and really bring your attention to the soles of your feet and feeling Mother Earth below the soles of our feet. The earth is alive. There is an ocean of life beneath our feet. And now let's look with our mind's eye below the soles of our feet and look into the deep ocean of life beneath our feet. The earth is a deep, quiet place. Water in droplets percolates deep into the earth, forming underground rivulets and streams. Water winds its way among the particles of soil, sand, rocks, pebbles, and among the molecules of gases, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen. Thirsty roots tunnel and touch roots of other living organisms, trees, mushrooms, fungi, a whole railway system of branching roots. Roots of nourishment, stability, and communication flow beneath our feet. Intelligent life, a social network, and a sympathetic network. A message of distress evokes in the community of trees a collaborative flow of nourishment to a fellow in distress. Season by season, to best benefit the forest as a whole, the trees decide how to use their extra stored energy. For example, on increased crown canopy growth or seed production for the benefit of the whole forest. All this taking place while earthworms, mice, rabbits, frogs, toads, and fox take shelter in Mother Earth. Shelter in the deep, warm comfort of the earth. Seeds, nuts, shoots sheltered and ready for growth in the spring. All this alive beneath our feet. Ground yourself here, breathing gently. And slowly and gently, letting go of this observation of the earth beneath us. Begin to bring some small movements into your hands, your fingers, your toes. Maybe shrug your shoulders a little bit. And slowly and gently begin to bring your attention back to our surroundings and our group. And take a moment to look at the painting and let your eyes flow over the painting. Find the darkest areas and the lightest. And just as we did with our nature meditation, we will begin to look and feel our way into the painting. And perhaps beneath its surface we'll find an ocean of life there too. I hope so. So what I like to do with a painting, either my own or ones I've never seen before or ones I'm familiar with, it helps me to sort of step into the painting if I just make a list of anything and everything I see. Nothing clever, just sort of a list. That's like a first step. So let's just make a list of anything and everything that we see And I will start. I see the color orange. What do you see? Hands?
Joy of meditation.
Joy of meditation. Thank you.
That's flame.
Sorry?
Flame.
I can't.
Flame.
Flames.
Fire.
Flames. Yes, fiery colors here. Absolutely. And
Serenity.
sorry.
Serenity.
Serenity. So we got the opposing energies.
Welcoming with the arms open.
Welcoming with the arms open.
Despair?
Sorry?
Despair?
Despair.
I'm wondering where is the light source because there are two very bright spots.
You're wondering about the light force,
The light source
and there's two very bright
spot.
spots. Is that, am I hearing you correctly?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. That's a good thing to do, to wonder about what that light's doing. And if we can just stop on that thought, the lights, the warm colors, the fiery colors, the yellow, and so on, are very prominent, and they're really a lot showing on the figure particularly, aren't they? And when we think of the color yellow, what comes up in our mind automatically?
Sunshine.
Which we would love to see today, yes. And you know, it's sort of funny in children's drawings, top right-hand corner, there's always like the yellow sun. No one teaches them this, but the yellow sun is always there, and we did it ourselves, I'm sure. So that life-giving energy of the sun is very present naturally as a force within us and around us, and we respond to it. And that's one of the dominating colors here, isn't it? And these fiery colors. Fiery is an energy. And there's like a golden color. What do we associate with the color gold?
Higher power.
Higher power. Thank you.
Well,
Well, absolutely. Royalty. Those kind of feelings and associations. Wonderful. And we see that these colors of light, yellow, orange, gold, are very intense on the figure. And let's look at where the light falls.
The forehead and the shoulder.
The forehead, the shoulders, yes. And if you think about light falling on a head, what could that symbolize?
revelation?
Revelation.
Enlightenment.
Enlightenment, literally and symbolically. Enlightenment, yeah.
Intellect.
Sorry?
Intellect.
Intimate.
Intellect.
Intellect, thank you. Intellect, knowledge, awareness, maybe even intuition. Wonderful. And we see the light spilling down onto the shoulders. And when we walk in the sun and we have light on our shoulders, it feels warming and comforting. The light is on the hands, and the hands are open. What does that perhaps suggest to you?
Kind of like anointment or blessing.
Anointment, blessing, wonderful. What were you going to say, Eva?
Openness to everything.
Openness to everything. Ah. And we have a very strong contrasting color here of blue. What do we associate with the color blue?
Ocean?
Ocean, yes. Sorry?
Life.
Life, absolutely.
Sadness too.
Sadness, absolutely.
Low temperature.
Sorry?
Colder temperature.
Colder temperatures, yes. A very big contrast. And many of us are in blue today. And this sort of blue, we heard this water, and certainly we think of sky. We're reminded of sky. And we can hold water or sky in our hands, but it's also like an infinite space. So that makes me wonder, where is this person? Where is this person? Do we have really any concrete indication of where this person actually is? Anything that we can make sense of?
Looks like he's in a well.
In a well, okay, a deep place, a deep watery place, a cave, a dark, vacuous space. And this idea of like a big empty space, we think of caves, wells, maybe a place of worship. It has often a big, empty feeling. It's a space for something bigger than ourselves. A museum might be like that. Speaking of, like, where is this person? An empty space. When we talk about going up north, we say, well, there's nothing up there. Of course, rock, trees, water, and rock, trees, water. What do we really mean when we say there's nothing up there? There's nothing up there.
We're not there.
What, sorry?
Or there's not this.
Yes, okay. Not the, and Kate stamped her foot on the concrete. Not things that people have made. That big, the intrusion of human beings is not there. And what happens to our body when we get up north? Ho ho! So this, and one other thing, do we have an idea about what time of day this takes place, day or night? What time might this be? Morning? Sorry?
Dawn?
Dawn? Do we know? Okay, so when is it that we lose track of time? When we're sleeping, Eva?
Maybe sometimes if this person is in distress.
Okay, when you are in your own emotions, that's what you feel, and really nothing else. You are there, and they are taking you away, and you are having to pay attention to them. Great. So, I'm reminded of Virginia Woolf and her book, A Room of One's Own, where she says, in order for you to really, or in order for me or anyone to really express themselves, they need a private space. A room of your own where you can just be yourself so your interior world comes out. And if we were to look through the wall of Virginia Woolf's private room, we would see her writing. But that's like the exterior expression of an interior process. So, we lose track of time like children when we're at play, when we're in love, when we're awestruck, when we are in a major emotion. And just a final question. We've had some really great responses already, but just let's recap. What does that gesture feel like to you? What do you feel that the figure is saying or feeling, or what is this all about?
Welcoming something new.
Welcoming something new.
I think he's praying.
Be praying.
It's very content.
Content.
Peaceful.
Peaceful.
Surrender.
Surrender.
Hope. Hope you have
thank
hope.
Okay. Surrender. I'm going to surrender to this. All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So with those wonderful thoughts and focusing again, let's just return to our comfortable place in our body and in ourselves, in our chairs, and have our feet flat on the ground, our shoulders relaxed. Have one last look at the painting. Just let your eyes soften and flow over the surface of the painting. Find the darkest areas and the lightest. Now casting your gaze down to a neutral place, or closing your eyes. Just breathe and let your shoulders relax. And pull into that quiet place, gently breathing. Now bring the painting up into your mind's eye. See this person. Light on the forehead. Face turned upward, lit with gold. Feel the light, brilliant on the forehead, spilling down onto the shoulders and into the open hands. Step inside this person. Become this person. Golden, outstretched, open hand.